This is the story of three men who might never have met. Youth had endowed them with a passion for adventure and for small wooden boats. Deeper within than most men care to venture, they had in common the pull of the sea that some have and yet can never fully explain. Men have this ability to be together and yet at the same time be strangely alone. Three wooden boats set out in this fashion to navigate to an isolated beach on a nearby island. The receding tide had transformed the sand into an ankle-deep souffle. Pristinely swept, apart from a single set of paw prints. A young male Fraser Island dingo recently scoured this beach for some morsel left behind by the retreating tide. Amber and grey, an athletic frame, lean muscle and taut skin on an overly defined ribcage, present in the undergrowth but unseen. A sense of invasion, suspicion, caution. Neither is afraid. Dingoes are an apex predator. Their role is at the top of the island's food chain. Dingoes can appear lean because they're very active, travelling up to 40 kilometres each day. The natural diet of dingoes is variable. It includes bandicoots, swamp wallabies, rodents, and thankfully they help to keep the feral cat population under control. The presence of these intruders means that boundaries have to be tested and terms of engagement agreed. Feeding dingoes, either intentionally or unintentionally by leaving food unprotected or leaving food behind, can result in them losing their hunting skills and their natural fear of humans. This can lead to dingoes becoming habituated and potentially behaving dangerously towards people. Dingoes produce several kinds of vocalisations. They howl to announce their location and find out where other dingoes are in the landscape, mostly at night to keep the pack together and to warn others to stay away. Packs often howl in a chorus, which may be more intimidating to other packs. Interestingly, according to the National Parks and Wildlife Service, dingoes have not been recorded to bark. But captive dingoes sometimes learn to bark from nearby domesticated dogs. People sometimes mistakenly interpret dingo behaviour as playing or impose human emotions or those behaviours of domestic dogs on dingoes. Make no mistake, this is clearly establishing who is the dominant animal. Sometimes people try to encourage dingoes to come closer to them or to feed them. Dingoes will then try to dominate or steal food by aggression. It's better that people leave dingoes alone. Dingoes naturally shy away from people, cars or buses. If you don't happen to have a bus or a car handy, then a long stick is not a bad idea. Just the presence of that stick is enough to deter the dingoes without having to use it physically. Ideally, people should keep a good distance from dingoes, but that's not always that easy when you are invading their beach. Dingoes may wander around people, but normally they keep their distance or walk away. Boundaries clearly established leads to a mutual respect and a measure of trust. The kind of eyes half open rest ensues as the sun settles, hues of amber, purple, grey, and then finally night settles over the camp. A very present but unseen dingo abides nearby. Millennia of ancient memory of human companionship drifting like mist through his thoughts. A small flame ignites the atmosphere for smoky storytelling.